Hi guys, this is a pickup video, but I thought I'd start in the hallway and show you what's actually delaying me from playing all my games. I've got the week booked off. There's the office normally where I film from, the green room. Yes, I've got the week booked off, and it was to do this staircase, well banister even. We moved into this house and it was a completely empty shell that we've had to do up. And we haven't had a banister for ages. As you can see, like the door frame needs putting in and stuff like that. But the house is getting there. So me and my friends put this in this week, and it should have been done last night. But I've made a gap for these at 12 centimetres each, and goes all the way up to the top. Obviously nice, but I've miscalculated it or cut it wrong. And the last spindle finishes about 2 centimetres away from there, which will look stupid. So now I've got to spend the entire day going all the way through. Stay up there. Yeah, I've got to spend the entire day going through and cutting all these by 2mm, putting them back in so everything moves across one. So I can either do that, or I could sit in here and, well, controller sat there ready and play on that. So we shall see. I'll have a cup of tea and I'll think about it. So it's either going to be that or that. Sadly, as I do live with a woman, the chances are I probably will do DIY over playing on the Xbox. But I've got 3 packages and another side pickup which I'll show you in a minute. And 2 of them came through yesterday, and Jo was kind enough to put them both in her name. I don't know if you can see them there. Got a name. Either way, she's put her name on them. So yesterday when they came, she opened them. So I've seen what's in these packages, but it don't matter. Put them back in. I shouldn't have told you that, and then no one would have been the wiser. But it doesn't matter. And also I've got one that came through this morning, which I've got a feeling what this is, because it's probably a trade from YouTube. But first of all then, starting with the crappiest. When I got the GameCube, I didn't get a memory card, so I went straight onto eBay and picked this up, which I wish I didn't now, because 1, I've got a GameCube memory card, and 2, this is a 128 megabyte Wii card. I didn't really think about it when I brought it, I just nabbed it, because I know the Wii goes to SD cards, so I just saw the shape when GameCube brought it. So I don't know if the actual GameCube will detect something that big. I assume only the Wii will when it's playing GameCube games, but we'll soon find out when I come to do it. Alright, the second thing that I've picked up is what Jo decided to go through my drawer and find my £25 Amazon voucher, and she went along and spent it, which I'm kind of glad she did, because that may have just sat there forever and a day and I may have brought something crap with it like Microsoft points. But she's gone along and decided to buy Fable 3, which she started playing on, I think it was yesterday we got this. She started playing on it, she's been on it non-stop. I have not had a chance to do anything. Every time I try and get near the Xbox, she tells me I've got DIY to do. So I played a bit last night, I've had a crack on it this morning, and so far it is fantastic. There's nothing I can moan about this so far, but like I say, I'm only probably about 4 or 5 hours into it, and I've not really picked the main quest up. I'm just running around and helping villagers at the moment, but so far I really do like this game. I can see there's going to be a fair few hours. Once I'm done I will do a review on that, but that's probably going to be down the line, because I'm not going to rush this one. I do want it to one I can just pick up, run around and do silly things like kicking chickens and stuff like that. Right, the other one, which has just come through this morning, I've just turned it open, I haven't looked inside it yet. In fact, yes it definitely is, I've just noticed your name on the back of it there, mate. Right, I know what one of these is, but there's a Brucey bonus in there. Put that on, mate. Spot on. Right, I've got a note with that. 1 second. Hi Tom, enclosed Jet Set Radio as discussed for the trade. I've also enclosed a Brucey bonus for you. I remember you getting a damaged copy of the game. I mentioned it, and you need a replacement. Keep up the great work and with your videos, Marcus, which is Xfile 2708. So yes, I did a trade with Xfile 2708. I picked up 2 copies of Resident Evil, and he noticed that on the video, appeared in the mess straight away and said, do you want to do a trade? Which I did for this brilliant game, which is Jet Set Radio. This is probably my favourite Dreamcast game, apart from Fantasy Star Online. But I got it with the Dreamcast bundle that I brought off a friend, but it was a chip copper, so I've not even put it in. I don't want to play any of the chip games, because I think I'll ruin it, because if I do, there's like 50 games there and I'll have every game I possibly want, and there'll be no reason to go out and increase the collection. So I'm not playing any chip games, and at least now I've got that, I can crack on with that tonight. So I've got 2 games to be doing tonight, so that's spot on, mate. And yes, the other one he's put through is Choo Choo Rocket, which is absolutely spot on. I've already got the game, as he's pointed out, but as you can see, that's my copy of the game. Yes, there you go. That's the quality of the case that it came in. So actually having this case is brilliant. There's just a little sticker mark there, it won't take me 2 seconds to clean that up, and apart from that there's not one crack on it. And these cases are just, every time you open them, I think I'm going to break them. And the manual appears to be in mint condition. So no, I do appreciate that, and I will need to give you a shout out at the end of this video actually, but I'll go on to that in a minute. But no, thank you very much for doing that. Right, that's the postal pickups. The other one is the guy who's helping me do the banister at the moment. The night before I sent him a quick message on Facebook, just showing him a YouTube video of Die Hard Trilogy. I think it was the first part where you used to have the Predator guns on PlayStation 1, and I just sent him a message saying, look, this is classic, we need to get hold of this game. But I don't even have a PlayStation 1 yet, but we were just spitballing ideas. And then when he came around with his tools, he also came around with these 2 bad boys. So it's the Predator guns, which I used to have when I was a kid. For some reason he's got both these guns, but he has no PlayStation. I think he sold that and these stayed in the loft and he just remembered them. So I've got the guns, I just don't have a console, but it's a good start. So they're going to be absolutely mint. I can see he's having a few jars sitting there all night playing on Die Hard, once I do manage to pick that console up. Right, that's that sorted. So that's practically the pickup video. What I want to do is just say a massive shout out to 2 chaps. What it was really, in the space of one day, X-Files 2708, which is Marcus, and Blue Tonic 78, Alex, is both of them did a shout out, telling people to come over and to subscribe to my channel, and it's changed my subscribers from 22 subs all the way up to 70 within the space of about 24 hours. So I've got to say, really do appreciate that, chaps. Nothing I can do back to you guys, because obviously I can't send traffic your way, because anyone who's on my channel is from your 2 guys anyway. But I've got to say, I really do appreciate that, and that's picked up, it sent my phone going absolutely nuts, because I've got my YouTube account tied in with my phone, so every time I get a message or a new subscriber it vibrates, and I'm used to it just going off once every 4 or 5 hours or something like that, and the space of yesterday it was just constantly vibrating. So that's absolutely spot on. I really appreciate sending the traffic this way, guys. And if you've just subscribed, I'll try and go through and subscribe to everybody, checking everyone's channel out, so it's not as if I'm not going to be checking everyone else's stuff out. So yeah, if you've subbed to me, give me a few days to go through everybody and I should be checking everyone else's channels out, so really do appreciate that. And the other thing actually, I've just realised, it's not really pick up, it's just pass me down, is I've picked this chair up. In the last video I did, when I was playing it back, I noticed every time I lean back, it squeaks. So I managed to get this leather chair, which is absolutely brilliant for when playing. In this TV, it's got a great lean for playing on it, whereas the other one, the spring was too much, it was forcing me back up and I couldn't enjoy it. So that's absolutely spot on. I think that's about it really. So that's the pickups, the thank yous, and you've seen my banister and living room. So that's pretty much it, guys, and I think the next video now is probably going to do a few reviews or something like that. So appreciate everyone subscribing, thanks for the shout out, guys, and I hope you enjoy the channel. Cheers.